more garbage. More. I did find 3 yard sale signs. Yeah. So if you need those informations, oh wait, this will air afterwards. Never mind. But Courtney's having a yard sale. Courtney has put up a sign to every pole, and that has thrown, I mean, I guess the wind, or she just didn't tape it up good enough, but it's ended up in the field. So, yard sale at Courtney's house this weekend, folks.
Once you take the grain buggy down to the end of the test plots over here, right in the middle of the test plots, and park it, you need to be pointing that way though, and then John's going to pull the weigh wagon up next to you and going to dump in you.
So I'll just sit there until we're all done, and then I just ride down the final way. I don't know what day of wheat harvest it is. We're kind of like in this Pandora box of just every day. This morning I took the semi-truck out. My mom followed, and then Zach was in the sprayer. Zach and Matt sprayed this morning. I dropped the semi-truck off. They were doing test plots. Then my mom took me back to get the seed tender because I am out of seed. I broke down last night again. Freaking what is that thing called? The road cleaner. Yeah, the whole thing broke off again. So I had to kind of redneck it up. I used ratchet straps to hold it together so I could move to the next farm where Matt was at so that he could take it off. And I'm just gonna plant without it because who needs it anyways? Just, who needs it? This weed is really taking a toll. I'm not feeling good at all. I'm sick. I don't know how much longer I could take. Last night I was really sick. I kind of feel like I have the flu, so it sucks. It's not COVID. I got my stitches out yesterday. The doctor said it looks good, so I have to go back August 9th for more scans to make sure the cancer is not spread. So, yay. I don't even know what day it is. I want to get done and I want to go sleep for like 24 hours. I don't know if Matt touched on this, but on June 9th I had surgery to remove an aggressive basal cell carcinoma. What we thought was a very small spot, about 5 centimeters, ended up turning into about 2-3 inches long and about 3-4 inches wide. I lost about a golf ball size piece of my face right here. The cancer spread kind of like a spider web, and we didn't know it, so they had to keep taking more. And I had reconstruction surgery the same day. Basically, they cut open my face, peeled it back, and pulled it back over. I still don't have feeling in my face, pretty much all around here, even into my scalp. They said it would take months, if not a year or two, to get everything back. I don't have an eyebrow anymore, but I'm gonna go back in August to kind of fix that, and in probably December they do something called microblading, which they kind of like tattoo an eyebrow on, because that's the only choice I have. It will not come back. So it's been difficult because I've gone through a lot of surgeries, and this one was painful. It's still painful, still can't feel. I can kind of do this. That's about it. It's healing, but it's a scar all the way from here all the way down. The spot was this big, so I don't feel that anymore. I have to keep it covered for a very long time. It's just something that happened. I always wear sunscreen, but I also have a lot of autoimmune diseases, and sometimes if you have one little spot, those autoimmune diseases can make those spots bigger. Yeah, I've been through the ringer, so I'm just kind of tired of being through the ringer. And having to recover from this, and I'm allergic to wheat. I'm just trying to plant these beans and get better. So my spot was misdiagnosed. It can happen to anybody, but if you have that gut feeling that something's not right, go get it checked out. Go get a second opinion. I waited too long. I'm trying really hard. It's not easy. I know Matt's frustrated and Zach's frustrated. We're all having a time, but day by day, and not today, Satan. No, not this farm. So I'm gonna head back out to the field and get filled up.
We just got done with all the test plots, so we're now ready to blow and go, see how much of this farm we can get knocked out today. Got 28 acres done, so we got about 82 more to go. I don't know if we'll be able to get it all done today or not, but plots did awesome. I don't know all the yields, but I know the winner was 138 bushels an acre Pioneer 26R10. All the Pioneer varieties were right up there at the top. If I had to guess, the lowest was probably somewhere in the 120 bushel an acre range. So plots did awesome. A Pioneer man hooked me up with a new hat. All my other hats I had gotten pretty disgusting this year, so I was due for a replacement. Kelly's got started playing. I see her sitting down there. I don't know if she's having issues or what. She hadn't hollered at me though, so.
The joys of farming near the city. I haven't even gotten that many feet from the truck without getting out to literally throw away people's garbage that they have thrown in our field. I have thrown away a seat, 2 cinder blocks. Well, not thrown away, put them off the side because, well, I don't have time for that. A lamp, a piece to a lounger, and then it looks like someone threw away their patio furniture. I haven't even gotten down to the end yet. I love my job, but I hate people sometimes. I don't come and just toss all my garbage in your yard. I love my job, I hate people. I love my job, I hate people.
Already got a big load over there. He's spinning. He already spun out once. Trying to go with that terrace. The way the front wheel drive works in those tractors is when it's an automatic front wheel drive, it automatically cuts it off if you turn your steering wheels very much one way or the other. And he was trying to make a turn while going up the hill. You're not going to pull almost 900 bushels of wheat up a hill in two-wheel drive in that tractor. Well, we're making a little bit slower progress today than what I was hoping for. We had some sun early this morning, but then it turned off cloudy and the straw was still, it's not really damp, but it's cutting tough because it doesn't have that hot sun on it. So we've had a lot more feeder house and rotor rumbling going on today than what we normally do. Kind of what we would expect to encounter, you know, around 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, you know, before we shut off. So our ground speeds have been going a little bit slower today just to run all this thick straw through the combine. We sure have produced a lot of bushels today though. I meant to get a video of the test plots before we started, but forgot. The plots are where Carter's driving through, but if you watch my drone video, you remember when we flew the through the images of the crop, we saw several of those test plots look like it had real down wheat, and right where Carter is, if you can tell, I had to cut the wheat pretty much flat on the ground to pick it all up. There was definitely some distinct differences between the varieties and how well they stood. The ones that were down, I was having to cut around 2.5 miles an hour, and the ones that were standing up good, I was able to cut about 4 miles an hour. So there's definitely a big difference in productivity when picking varieties. Some of them stand real well and others don't. You can tell right here on the inroads is a bearded variety. This is where I ran out of seed and had to settle for the last thing held I had in stock. Then right next here, you can see how badly it's down. And then right over here, right next to it, was the variety I planted the rest of this farm in, the non-bearded variety. And you see how it's standing so much better. There's the line right there.
Oh look, more garbage, more. Just freaking fabulous. At this point, I don't even care. I'm just gonna run it over, because why not? I mean, they're just gonna keep throwing their crop in here, so. Oh, let's see what else we can find. I wish people would throw out bags of money. I did find 3 yard sale signs. Yeah. So if you need those informations, oh wait, this will air afterwards. Never mind. But yeah, Courtney's having a yard sale. Courtney has put up a sign to every pole, and that has thrown, I mean, I guess the wind, or she just didn't tape it up good enough, but it's ended up in the field. So yard sale at Courtney's house this weekend, folks.
Oh, my narcolepsy is, I think that's what you call it. It's starting to set in. Had a hard time keeping my eyes open the last week and a half right now. Been really tough, especially the last 2 days. Been out the door at 7 each morning, and we got in at 10:30 last night, and I believe got in at 11 o'clock the night before. You know, long after we get done cutting wheat, there's still plenty of stuff got to do to get ready for the next day. You know, had some repairs to make. You know, we got equipment to service. You know, got to go get seed. Got to get everything ready to spray. And I always say that June and October are by far our most difficult months, because they are definitely the most busy. You know, October is when we're hitting full swing with harvest. You know, probably got a little bit of soybean harvest going on. We got a cotton defoliating going on. We got to pick cotton. Got to try and get our cotton out as quickly as possible so we can start planting wheat. Got cover crop planting going on. You know, just a lot of stuff going on. It's the same way with June. You know, we got all of our crops that we just got planted. We got a ton of spraying on all the crops that we got to do. We got fertilizer we got to put out. You know, it's a lot of different things. And then in the middle of all that, you got wheat harvest. You know, it's always hard to judge. Do you take care of your next potential crop to give it maximum benefits, or do you go ahead and get the crop that you've already produced out? Now, wisdom says that you go ahead and get the guaranteed thing. You got a crop out there, you go out and get it, which is typically what we do. But at the same time, you don't want to do anything to your crop that's growing to hurt it, because you know, once you lose yield, there's no recouping that yield that you lost. Ooh, there's a log there. Glad that didn't go up in the header. Definitely watch out right over here, right where I'm at. There's a pretty big log sticking out from the edge of the field.
Did you cut the wheat?
I cut right up to it before I saw it.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, you know, you don't want to do anything to set your other cash crops behind, because it's yield that you'll never be able to recoup. Luckily, most years we can time it right to where the rest of our crops are laid by for, you know, a week and a half to 2 weeks and don't need any attention. And luckily this year we were able to do the same thing. We were able to get all, you know, our corn, cotton, and soybeans to a point to where they wouldn't need any attention. But the most difficult thing about wheat harvest is just the amount of machinery that we have to keep going, that we have to repair when it breaks, that we got to keep service, got to keep fuel to it, you know, got to get it moved from field to field. You know, right now we're using the combine, using the header, using 2 tractors, grain buggy, planter, semi-truck, sprayer, water truck. You know, all that stuff requires fuel. Some of it requires water, you know, chemicals. It's all got to be serviced and greased every day. You know, the planter needs seed, so we got to go get seed. You know, all that stuff has to be done, and normally we do a lot of that stuff at night just to try and get it prepared for the next day, and that's what we've done, especially the last 2 nights. You know, this morning before we got out here to the wheat field, Zach and I got 2 loads sprayed behind what Kelly had already planted, because as warm as it is, those soybeans going to be up in 3, probably 4 days. And the broad spectrum herbicide that we're putting out, you know, would kill the soybeans, so we got to be real timely on our application. June really wears on us, and the older I get, the more it affects me. But right now I'm doing everything I can not to fall asleep. Looks like Carter trying to get another bunny here. Can't quite get it cornered. Those things are quick. You ain't gonna find it now, Carter.
Did he get him?
Nah, it went into the wheat.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm gonna see if I can flush them out.
Sorry I ain't been on the camera the past few days. It's been leaving out of here from the shop at like 6:20, 6:15, because we've got so much wheat. Instead of having to set up another bin, I've been running loads to the river first thing in the morning, and I've been tired. Machinery ain't been running right, the planter ain't been acting right, everything ain't been acting right. And I just really didn't feel like getting in front of a camera, because I was about ready to say some choice working words that probably wouldn't have gone over too well. My wife wouldn't have been too happy with me saying it on camera. So I just let myself stew in the truck for a few days. But anyways, we've been rocking and rolling. I'm about to climb back up on the bins now. According to my paperwork, we're showing like right at 35,000 bushels in the bin, and I've delivered probably 5,200 bushels already. So I just want to go up there. Since I pulled 5,000 out of the bin, it put a hump back, it drew from the middle. So I just want to go up there and make sure it's still spreading even, see how close we are, and make sure everything's looking good from up top. All right, it's just as loud and noisy up here as it is down there, because we got the fans running, so it's gonna be dusty. Oh, whew. Knock it all loose. Oh, it's all broke loose, and it's gonna be another 5 minutes before I can look at anything. That's what we're looking like so far. We are about 3/4 of the way up. You probably can't see anything, so there's dust all over the lid. We are, hang on, clean you off there. We are about 3/4 of the way up the bin. I'll tap on the wall and see just exactly where we are. Right there. Alright, so we still got 2.5 rings till we are pushing on the roof. So I think, if I remember right, it's like 4,000 bushels a ring. So technically, we can still hold another 10,000 bushels in that bin. I'm gonna haul another load in the morning, which will be another 1,000, 1,100 bushels. If we average the 100 bushels per acre, that'll put us right at 12,000, 13,000 bushels left to cut. Not counting what's in this truck. We've still got to take another 1,000 bushels, put it in this first bin to go for seed this fall. That'll be 1,000 bushels not going in there. Hauling another load in the morning, that'll be another 1,000 bushels not in there. And if we wind up pushing into Saturday, the granary will be open Saturday, so I can haul another one Saturday. So I think, if my math's right, if I can haul 2 more loads to the river, plus put 1,000 bushels in this first one, it'll all fit in one. But we'll see how close I am.
Hey Carter, I found a hubcap for your future truck sitting over here. Come grab it and get it out of the field.
We can add that to the awesome stuff I found over by the street too. There was a cinder block. Glad you didn't hit that. And what was left over of some hammock swing.
I could use that hammock.
Planter log update, I guess. 17 acres. Got my Hulu on. Planting. Although it'd be really great if the combine driver would kind of just like get this whole field done instead of just leaving patches everywhere. Like what? And he goes down there. And I really need you to get all that. So I'm not out here till midnight. That'd be great. But I can't tell him that. So cruising along. Not much to see here. Same thing. Planting. What I'm doing.
We're gonna keep him out of harm's way until we get this little area cut until he gets it planted. Don't want him running back out in the wheat field and getting pulled into the header. That wouldn't be too pleasant for him.
So Carter, what number is this?
2.
So I saw him right in front of my tractor and then I ran with him. So Carter and I ran and so he doesn't need air conditioning. And then cornered him, and then unfortunately he got up underneath the buggy tire. So now we're gonna go drive him to the woods and we're gonna let him go so he doesn't get back out in the wheat. So have Carter drop him off over there. Hi little one, hello. Yes, see, we're saving wildlife one bunny at a time. Yeah, he's all white.
I'm
gonna
going
go
back to
save
my
you.
tractor.
Okay. Good job, bud. Carter, the bunny whisperer. Look at him. Aww.
Well, apparently my engine getting warm problems have not abated. Just cut all the way down through that long bottom. Got a lot of tough straw down through there, and she got pretty warm with me. I just blew the radiator out real good last night. I'm gonna check it again, blow it out again if I have to. Carter sitting over there got a heck of a load. We got that and didn't even make one lap all the way around this bottom. It's taking longer to warm up again, but it's still getting pretty warm. So I think we got other issues other than a dirty radiator, unless just about every core in that thing is plugged. We just have to get a light on the back side when we get in the shop to see how much those cores are plugged. But I think we got something else going on. Maybe, like I said, a collapsed radiator hose, or one that's wanting to collapse on me, or thermostat. It might even be temperature sensor. Who knows? The fan belt's good and tight. No, that's not the problem. We just have to do some investigating after harvest. Carter's getting Zach topped off and where that sun is. I imagine we probably try and get one more truckload cut and call it a day. Well, the lights come on, but we just now getting the truck filled up. I get up there, the truck should have enough to top it off and be able to send it to Bungie in the morning. Kelly's right on my tail too. We had a pretty good day today, considering had a bunch of down wheat to cut and had all those test plots to get out. We got about 61 acres done today. That leaves us with about 55 acres to get done tomorrow to get finished up. Which I think I've got the most of the down wheat cut, so hopefully we'll be able to roll on through it a little bit quicker tomorrow, and as long as we don't have any problems, she'll be able to get finished up tomorrow evening anyway. Keep our fingers crossed that this big wheat crop will be in the bin. Well, we're gonna have a lot of hauling to do. A lot of trips up northwest of Dyersburg to make this year.
Carter, you're gonna ride with Dad? Huh? Who are you going in with?
Zach, I think.